Okay, so today what I'm doing is I'm taking my camera out and I'm gonna offer people free photo shoots where I basically just take like 2 different pictures of them and then give them to them for free in hopes that I run into, people that actually are down to do a photo shoot, which, last weekend I found somebody and I did a photo shoot with them. So, this can definitely work. Technically, this particular person, I didn't have the camera. I was just talking to people that I do photos without the camera. But I really think doing these free little photo shoots, either way, will get me pictures on my Instagram, which then I can use with people's permission to then have more content. So it looks like I did more because I'm trying to get just photos under my belt in general. So we'll do that. Okay, so I actually just went out and did a bunch of prospecting for photo shooting. I think I approached about 15 different people doing my sales pitch where I basically just go up and tell them hey, I'm giving away free photos, let me take some pictures of you. I got about 5 people who did it, and then I went into one business. And so I have 6 leads. I now have 5 people who took the photos and send them, and then, maybe they check me out. Maybe they're interested in doing photos in the future, maybe not. But, that's another 5 people that are on the list that can potentially know about me and are down to, clown the photos. One thing I realized when talking to the business owner was I was just kind of staring at him and not remembering his name multiple times and kind of just trying to see what I could get out of it. And man, obviously life is tough and shit, but I got to do better. I definitely want to make sure that when I'm talking to people that I'm actually listening to them and trying to actually do my best. I mean, obviously I was just out in the cold doing sales for an hour and a half, and I'm hoping that these sales work and stuff. So it's whatever, but I didn't like that I did that, and that's something that I definitely want to work on. Also, I just want to make a point. Entrepreneurship is fucking hard. It's about being a leader. And being a leader isn't about telling yourself that you're a leader. It's about actually leading, actually being ahead, and actually spearheading something. If you're not competitive, if you're not the 1%, if you're not ahead, then you're not actually a leader. You're just sort of following crowds. And so this whole process really is the process of how to become a leader, how to become one of the most effective people on the planet so that your value is significantly better than others, so that you can actually earn significantly better than others, because the money isn't proportionate, right? You could be a great person, yet you're not necessarily making that much. But then again, you could also say, am I a great person if I'm making nothing and no one's paying me to do anything? So, this is all about meaning to be something versus actually being something. All right, guys, what up? I probably look like I was just sweating a lot because it's early in the morning the next day, and I ended up doing a little bit more Uber Eats on my bike. I'm trying to get to a point where I can actually film some of the things that I'm doing. I actually want to get to a place where I can film maybe the biking or maybe some of the cold opens when I approach people on the street, talk to them about photography. Either way, I'm just not fully equipped to do that right this second, but hopefully I'll stop just giving updates from my room. At the end of the day though, one thing I just want to say is this journey is going okay, right? And the more I take victimhood out of the equation and the more that I try to have fun with it, the more okay it feels. I was doing an Uber Eats trip for $4, and I was riding the bike for 20 minutes in the cold. There's snow on the ground, there's ice on the ground, and I see this road I'm supposed to turn down, but the road is blocked. So I'm having to figure out at night some alternate path in some area I've never been. I end up kind of hopping it and being okay, look, I'm on a bike, I'll just shortcut the roadblock. By the time I get to the end, the road is entirely closed off. I can't, it's for miles, it's closed off high walls. So I'm cool, I have to go all the way back around and then deliver this thing for $4. And while I was doing that, I felt very, very alive. As much as I could have complained or could have been upset about it, there's these things that billionaires say or millionaires will say. Well, they'll say, take away everything I have and I would do it all again. And that's because they did the right thing in the beginning, which was they had a good time on the way there. And so I'm gonna be honest, some of these things, some of the stuff that I'm doing, I have not fully been enjoying. And that's the thing that I think is actually the most important thing. I think I want to change it so that I'm enjoying whatever it is that I'm doing. And I think that just comes with time and focus. Every time I've ever gotten a job and I've hated it, the more I've spent at that job, the more I can't live that way and the more acclimated I get until I'm dapping up everybody at work and I'm the king of the fucking attention and all this shit and I'm just having a good time at that job. That's every job I've ever had. So, you know, this situation is another situation where it's like, I could complain, I could be upset about the fact that I have to bike every day and make $10 extra to try to maybe make an extra $300 a month to maybe try to save months on like how long it'll take to save up for my car, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you know, I'm just proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for doing this stuff. And I'll try to keep these videos good. I know that last video had a really good editing and everything. I had an extra hour to do that. When the more time and energy I have to put into a video, then, you know, obviously the better the video will be. Otherwise, the videos might just be like this for a little bit. But, hey, we're out here. We're doing it. And thank you for believing in me if you believe in me.